field. That barley is my hard work.
I built the silo and manage our trade deals. All the barley would...
The barley in that silo was watered by my blood and sweat.
Yes, and you get your share of silver when I sell it.
But you keep most of it. Of the 1,000 you made last month, I got a measly 200.
I deserve the extra profit. I secured the sale and managed the tax. Endless hours of negotiating. You there, Dane. Who deserves more? The worker who makes the barley, or he who actually sells it?
The silver should be shared equally.
How am I to be encouraged to make all of these deals? My endless hustle? The paperwork? He couldn't sell his own eye.
The barley would never even exist without me. My barley is known across Mercia and Essex. Sebi's slush. My soul is in the mug.
Well, to each their
The
own.
situation is strained between these two brothers.
As soon as they're on.
Murdering horses.
What have we become? Reduced to animals. What have we become? Reduced to animals. What have we become? Reduced to animals. What have we become? Reduced to animals.
Ugh, such a sad labourer. Without my wits, we'd be batting vultures away. Across Mercia, people know us because of me.
I wish our parents would get along like they used to. Before, when there was no silo, and we all shared the barley.
Seems silly to think who gets more or what. We have enough. They just fight like dogs. Dogs who forgot why they were even barking in the first place.
Dat dol en overmoed.
Aye, good farmer.
I don't know what to do. I have such anger in me.
Take a breath, drink some ale, and enjoy your hard work. No amount of silver is worth a broken friendship.
Impossible, I'm afraid. When my blood boils, the world must know.
In my home, there's only one way to settle this honorably. A home gang.
You're right. Bollocks to him. I'll pummel him. Give him a taste of a labourer's fist. Fucker!
All they do is squabble. I remember a time when the barley brought us joy. We praised it, smelled it, rubbed it against our bellies.
Come out and fight me!
This should rid them of what ails them. There's no other way.
Oh my goodness! Our estate is aflame!
Children, has your family always been this quarrelsome?
Yes, they have. But I hope that has changed thanks to your intervention. Even if it was drastic. Thank you.
Smell it burn. Oh, God.
This is for the best. Our fathers would fight forever otherwise.
Our parents kept a happy way. Perhaps this will reset the balance, and they will be...
Go!
Go. They will attack on sight here.
Jesus, what's happening? What's going on?
You... Ah! Eat this! Ah! Cut me! God loves me.
All we want is to share our music with the world. Devote yourselves to godlier activities. You stomp our spirits with your talk of devils. God will strike you down for your malodorous melody. Dancing, music, songs and poems, they are all Satan's dark dalliance. Take a breath. Oh. Vitriol can kill a man. Plan now?
Why the wailing?
We are a band of bards, ahead of our time. Musical prodigies, even. But that madman, the self-proclaimed Bishop of the Ruins, is our biggest critic. He calls our playing the Devil's Bagpipes.
That strange instrument, made of bladder and bone. It does wheeze like an old woman.
He drives away our audience with his doom-knelling. All we want is to bring a little joy to this jilted generation.
A worthy aim. Maybe he needs convincing of your talents.
You would volunteer? Ah, you are a lover of fine music. This is surely an omen. Renounce your perverted ways before the Lord of Light.
Why not let the boy play music? He brings pleasure to the people.
Music is the devil's wind breaking. Foul and rancid. I, as the Bishop of the Ruins, will not stand for it.
Bishop of the Ruins. Is this title Alfred given?
It is God-given. He spoke to me as I stood one night pissing against the stones. I am his instrument to stamp out the devil's tune.
Then you and I must disagree.
Singulus vipus longe. In
We'll take lunch the praise! Smack my bishop!
yield and carrying a shilling.
Lunch the praise! Crouch that cleric! Punch the praise! Crouch that cleric! Smack my bishop! Punch the praise! Smack my bishop! Clouts that cleric!
Ah, this cacophony! It is as if 1,000 devils.
Why not let the boy play music? He brings pleasure to the people.
Music is the devil's wind breaking. Foul.
Bishop.
It is God-given.
Then you and I agree.
Dance the praise! Smack my bishop! Punch the praise! Clouts that cleric!
Renounce your perverted ways!
Why not let the boy play music? He brings pleasure to the people.
Music is the devil's wind breaking. Foul and rancid. I, as the Bishop of the Ruins, will...
Bishop of the Ruins.
It is God-given.
Henry.
Renounce your perverted ways before...
Why not let the
Music, it is...
Punch the face! Clouts that cleric! Smack my bishop! Clouts that cleric!
Ah, this cacophony! It is as if 1,000 devils grind their pointy teeth!
You do not appreciate great art.
Well met. Information. I have it. Do you need it? Well worth a little silver, I assure you.
Yes, all right.
Look here. The spot I'll mark on your map. A place I know.
Be gentle if they spot me.
And swallow shall
We have this.
To hell with you!
Yeah!
Ishet werra. Na no. Ni staf här on bed.
Yes, when the one on Wien. And
Efter vägar, här ska vi. Det är mycket gott, många.
look suited.
There we are. Nice to have a more permanent spot. I've been saving these just for you.
We have talked so little since our first days, Yanli, and I know nothing about you. How did you come to live in England?
I wish I had a more intriguing story for you. I came from Sunsao, far from here, for no real reason. Curiosity, I suppose. It is not an exotic story. A young woman, excited by the prospect of travel, granted passage on a trading boat.
Do you miss your home?
Yes, often. I intend to return one day, or perhaps coax some friends and family to join me here. But I am in no hurry.
Well, you're most welcome here.
Oh, I should soon have a few spices from the east to add to our feasts. As much as I love your hospitality, your food is, well, you are doing your best.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Perfect. I'll happily take these. Nothing else?
What is it you do here again?
I buy and sell all manner of items. What's more, I am connected to a wide network of other traders, meaning I have access to nearly everything you could want, right here.
I must take my leave. So long.
Always a pleasure, Eivor.
Your baker is done, Tobin. And our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you. I hope one day I can repay you.
You are among friends here. There's no need.
No need, but a desire. An earnest one. I remember the good things people do for me. To warm my heart in times when kindnesses are few and far between. There was one more thing, though, if you had a moment. A grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home, but I would need an extra pair of hands.
I can lend a hand.
That's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
Tarbin, what brought you to our clan?
Your reputation. Heard folk say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on... Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam, jetsam, and jumble of misfits came to your dock.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
Stretch your wings, Sunan. I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You asked the wrong question. I can stop fighting, but to do so would be to deny the essence of who I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you've found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
Is that your usual vendor? He seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not. About your question earlier, what would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning. It gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Tobin. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
I will see you later, friend.
Fight well.
Can you remind me what you do here?
We're fishermen, my granddad and me, and we could help with anything you need. Bring us fish you find out there, and we'll pay you for them. But if I'm being honest, we can't do a thing until we have a place to work. If you've got time, we'd love it if you could build something.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Eivor?
Tekla, you look like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
By who? Did you get a good look at them?
They were Saxons, I know that much. A pack of them lifted 4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban? That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said. It's not someone here, is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care of yourself. Let me see to this.
Thank you, Eivor.
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Goodbye, Eivor.
Tarbin, do you have a second? I was wondering if...
I am Guthban, Eivor. It means Battlebone. Not the name of a cheery baker, is it?
Not one who bakes bread, no. So, how did you earn this name?
Before I came here, I lived another life. A brutal, bloody life. I served with a gang of mercenaries. I was their weapon, roaming the wilds of England. Did whatever they asked of me, and all they asked was violence. When I left, I laid this sword on the grass and made a vow. I swore never to spill another drop of blood, to abandon acts of violence, to never kill again.
A hard promise for a hard man.
It wasn't, not for me. This life here is all I've ever wanted. I've never been more at peace. This is my doing. I brought all this upon me. It is down to me to fix it.
Tarbin, by threatening you, they threaten my clan. I cannot allow that.
These men are foul, Eivor. You should not have to fight my battles for me.
Do you not hear me, Tarbin? If they threaten you, they threaten me. So let us face them. Together.
Very well. Meet me outside when you're ready. I believe I know where they will be.
If you wish to face your old friends, I'm ready when you are.
Good. I'll lead the way. I want you to know, should it come to blows, my old crew, I want you to know, should it come to blows, my old crew, I can handle it myself. I want you to know, should it come to blows with my old crew, I can handle it myself. Forgiving me is all the work you need to do.
There's nothing to forgive. You walked away. They pursued. By axe or by fist, I will do what must be done to protect my clan.
You're living the life you want, aren't you?
What was that about? Is Basim leaving us already?
Sigurd means to leave as well.
Is that true?
We know the sons of Ragnar have camped in the north. It would do us well to pay them a visit, to strengthen our ties to this land.
Is that where Basim has gone?
Basim's motives are his own. Leave it at that. We have more pressing plans. I'm riding to Leicestershire, to a town called Repton. Eivor, I expect you to join me when you have finished here.
I can come now. I only need a horse.
Not yet. First speak with Randvi. She has more than one task for you here. Apart from growing this settlement, you must seek out alliances as well. We cannot pacify England with so few friends.
Then I must join you, Sigurd, for I am a fitter companion on long roads.
No, Dag. You belong here with the raiders, and you will act as Eivor commands.
Ride in safety, brother. I will follow as soon as I can.
Yes, and I will keep our raiders sharp. Do as Eivor commands. Is he testing me?
He may be. Sigurd is a wise man.
I would sooner take orders from a louse.
Before we are spotted, tell me what I should expect. Before we are spotted, tell me what... Before we are spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack? Before we are spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack us on sight?
No, nothing like that. It's not how Wilf operates. Yes, he's a clever one. And rather kind when you meet him. Makes you feel like you're a friend. Family. I met him a decade ago, and he was the first person to truly welcome. To see some value in me. He told me I had a gift for intimidation, persuasion, violence. Just by the size and strength of me, he knew how to use me.
What do they want from you now?
They'll want me back. They'll want me to be the man they think I am. Monstrous and massive. Wilf and them were the only family I had then. But their love was conditional. Wilf only loves what he owns.
So what do you intend?
I know I won't go back. I don't want more blood on my hands. But apart from that, it's hard to say. Who knows what they have in mind?
We're stopping.
That house, there. They're likely within. It won't look like much, Eivor. But don't be fooled. And don't take Wilf lightly, charming as he seems. The man is a serpent.
I've met plenty of charmers who turned out to be snakes.
I know. Only a warning. Let's go inside.
Gothman, my boy, as I live and breathe, you got my message. And you brought a friend. Who might you be, Dane? His new leash?
I am Eivor, and the woman you robbed was one of my clan. That will not stand.
I know. I'm busted up about it. But tell Tekla, was it? Tell her that her ale is some of the finest we've tasted.
I am done with you, Wilf.
But we are not done with you, boy. We gave you food, shelter, ale to drink, riches galore. We made you who you are.
For all you did for him, he repaid you with blood and sweat. Did he not?
You're a fiery one, I like that. But the ink was dried on this deal well before your number arrived in England. If you wish to clear Tarbin's name, I'm happy to help with that. It's only a small matter of cost. Some weeks back, soldiers confiscated my personal wares, shall we say. Tried to confiscate me as well, but I gave them the slip. If you're keen, you could recover my belongings and return them to me. Do that, and your name is clear.
I can't. I promised myself I would leave all this behind. But...
If it will clear Tarbin's name, we will recover what is yours. Where are these soldiers?
Camped not far to the west. A battalion of bloated, brainwashed military men. You can't miss it for the smell.
Wait here, then. We will return before you sprout another pair of horns.
God go with you, Eivor.
Eivor, this isn't your fight. You don't need to do this.
But I am. Now listen. When we reach the camp, leave everything to me. If I'm spotted, it won't be pretty. Many may die, and I do not want you involved. You must not break your vow.
No vow stands above my duty to my friends, Eivor. I could not leave you alone with them should they attack.
If it comes to that, stand aside until then.
I will. You have my word.
All right. Wait here. I must be careful now. All right. Wait here and stay out of sight.
That's far enough. Off with you.
Draw the line when they start cleaving healthy horses and dogs in the sea. There's no coming for that. Who wants half a dog by his side for all time?
They had a whole horse hanging from a tree. Bloody mess. Been there a while too. Those ones.
Stop and die! Come, brothers. Let's end this.
our wits about us. Ah!
Be ready, just in case. Turn away. Now. What's going on?
Not having any luck.
Found it!
I did. Let's bring this back to Wilf.
You handled that better than I would have.
Is this the sort of work you did with Wilf and your family of marauders?
A quick robbery like this? That was the least of our work. We stole from the poor, killed the helpless, cheated the We were lower than slugs. I shudder to remember our best days. And I weep for our worst.
Let it go, then. Remember only what makes you a better man. This is everything. I'll return to Tarvin.
They have returned.
We have your goods.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Put them there.
The ledger.
Of course. Happy to honor it. My goodness, such a lack of trust these days. It's a dark age, no mistake.
That's it then. We're done?
Aye. You are free to walk from this place and live as Tarbin the boring bread maker for the rest of your days. But you, Eivor, if you ever get tired of the settled life, we could always use a thief with your skills. Think about it.
Tarbin, are you satisfied?
Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Abel. I feared the word. Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Abel. I feared the worst when I heard my old moniker, Guthman. Hadn't heard it in years. Dredges up fearful memories.
I imagine. How did you fall in with that bunch?
After my mother died, I sought family. Wilf offered. He looked at me, took me in and told me who I was, who I could be. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me as I am. The greatest gift
Many
I
men
ever
are calm because they've never known
Peace.
a storm. You weathered the storm and worked through it. That is a rare thing.
That means a lot. Thank you. Tekla will be upset with me when she learns why she was robbed.
She's a kind enough woman, and she has faced greater dangers than a few
I
thieves.
suppose you don't build a clan of warriors without seeing your share of danger? Caught my attention, you know. The moment I first saw you, I knew there was something special about you. You have an empathy. I see it in your eyes, having witnessed its absence in so many. You see a problem and you solve it. For you know it is better to see it done than to let it fester.
The curse of leadership, I suppose.
A calling can feel like a curse, but you wear yours well.
You really think fighting can compare to sagas, to true poetry? Compare?
It's good to be home again. That is, if I haven't robbed myself of the pleasure of calling it home.
Tarban, in spite of all, you're welcome here. And you owe us nothing but the work you love.
Right. Payment in fresh loaves of bread. I can manage that.
But first, one scrap of your past remains.
Right. The ledger.
Toss it, and purge the past.
With pleasure.
Looks like I have a new letter. Should meet this abbess, Wolfhilda.
Ah, there you are.
You wanted to see me?
As Sigurd has so ordered, it falls to us to expand our presence in England.
He wants to forge alliances, ironclad, with every Norse, Dane and Saxon here.
Right. We are the outsiders here. Making friends will help.
Where do we start?
My scouts come and go daily with interesting news and tidings, and I'm beginning to get my bearings in this fractured land. As I learn more, I can give you insight into each territory before you commit to a journey there.
Of course.
Once you have gained an ally in a territory, return home and speak to me. We'll decide your next move then.
I understand. So, where do we start?
You have two options just now. Join Sigurd in Leicestershire to the north and meet with the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok, or head south to Grantebridgeshire to meet an army of Danes led by one Guthrum Jarl and his second, Soma. And what's more, our young friend Hytham has been conferring with contacts of his own in the cities. I added his information to the map if you would like to know what he has discovered.
I want to see the Alliance map. Tell me about Grantebridgeshire.
A force of Danes, called the Summer Army by the Saxons, is camped north of Grantebridge at some ruins across the river. We should curry favor with their leaders, Guthrum and Soma, if we hope to win their trust and allegiance. My scouts did not meet them in person, so I can say little for the state of their army. Consider this a starting point.
Tell me more about Leicestershire. I should like to join Sigurd soon.
He traveled to a town called Repton to meet Ubba and Ivar Ragnarsson. As I hear it, they are on the verge of exiling the current king of Mercia, with the hope of installing a king of their own.
A bold endeavor. I should be there to help, however I can.
I think you should.
I won't keep them waiting.
Good. I will send word to Sigurd and the Ragnarssons, pledging your assistance. If I were you, I would go by ship. Repton is quite a distance north on the River Trent.
It is quick, clever, accessible to all. It is the art of the masses.
What is happening here?
Holger wishes to prove that flighting is a lesser art. I am correcting him.
It is unrefined, unpalatable, unpleasant. I could beat you without a lick of practice.
That is not so, you thick-headed... Eivor, care to judge a flighting?
I would happily judge, brothers. Show me what you have.
I will begin. There's a skin-deep resemblance twixt Holger and me. For inside, he's just hot air and bad poetry. Well, in all but our talent, we're certainly twins. It should be no surprise to see which of us wins.
Now hear this. You see, flighting is simple, so hearken to me. Look, anyone can do it. It's so easy. But the true challenge in life is to do something more. Like writing sagas, painting pictures, and lore. Yes, lore. There. What do you think, Eivor?
Alvis is the clear winner, Holger.
I should have expected no less from you, Eivor. You have no ear for these things. A pity.
Thank you, Eivor, for acknowledging the natural order.
cloak myself here. This place is heavily guarded.
Hey! What's going on? Hey, now! No paradise where you're going.
Mehi hatan at wellen. You have the sharpet hungan, ac it wain that it shum yehi. For them there it thorn it that can bespreken.
Using shrubs for cover.
This area is off limits.
Done good, lads. Scared those wenches right off. Won't be seeing them around anymore.
I'll say, bloody hags.
En oath en nemmer haben switch ist und chips.
Die misveel zit nog niets aan.
Warm draft coming from that grate. Feels nice.
Smell nice?
Guards here are vigilant. What do you see?
Brit to singing.
Spread out! We have this!
An arrow in the dog.
What see you, old friend?
Good traveler, what seek you? Perhaps I can help. Where is the matter of my fee?
All right.
Right. Let me show you something. On your map.
I should not be seen in this area.
Not breathing.
show me. Sunan, guide me.
That's all I have for now. Find me later.
Repton. Sigurd should be here with the Ragnarsons.
Please!
Who stands before Ivar Ragnarsson? Are you Sigurd Drenger? Igor!
Eivor. If you keep that up, we'll stay in the floors.
The place could use some color.
Who are they?
All spies. Dressed to look the part of a peasant. Got feisty. Pitchfork. From this rabid little one. Was a time when you met and slew your enemy on the field before they could dream of things like sending spies!
Now we shake hands and make deals.
Not my thing.
I figured.
I love them whipped, weeping, and reeking of piss. Hey! Good boy. You're free, Saxon piggy, to run amok through the Mercian fields.
I would have let him down easy.
Follow me. I'll give you the tour.
What do you call this place?
I call it the shithole. To the Mercians, it is Repton. Their most revered kings are buried below the church. Imagine their weeping when we drove them out.
You plunged your knife deep into the heart of this kingdom.
That is right. We've got a number of Saxon nobles lined up with their lips puckered, ready to kiss our asses. The only holdout is King Burgred and his warthane, Leofrid. But my brother is brewing a plan to deal with them.
I take it that's where we'll find my brother.
Right. Talkers they are, Uba and Sigurd. Might want to dig the wax from your ears.
Don't play me for a fool, Abba. I know Burgred sent a Vergeld. I'm not going anywhere, Backrot. You have the king on his heels because of me. Because of my men.
For which you were paid. But that price does not change because you have caught a whiff of our Hacksilver hoard.
You forget I am a sellsword. I ask what I please, and I take what I'm owed.
If I wanted to hear you talk shit, I'd gouge out your tongue and shove it up your ass. Now fuck off.
Haggling over silver is a bad look for the son of Ragnar Lothbrok. But worry not, Uba. I have the warriors you need.
This is one of them. My worries have vanished.
Eivor, Wolf-Kissed, you have come at just the right time. Uba and Ivar here are hunting a king.
And when we've caught him, we mean to crown another. Our dear Thane Ceolwulf here.
It's not a role I begged for, but it's what Mercia needs just now. A man to fairly rule both Saxons and Danes.
I can't imagine the current king is too happy about all this.
Burgred is furious, of course. But this is our new reality. And I won't sit idly while he drags our kingdom through the dirt.
The king has refused our offers of peace. Ceolwulf means to change that. There'll be a new king for a new England.
For now, Burgred is holed up in his fortress at Tamworth, making a final stand.
Another shithole. Only further south.
We've held a siege there for weeks to no effect. So, no more knocking. Now we batter the gate to splinters. If we take Tamworth, remove Burgred and... Crown Ceolwulf, come morning the Shire is ours. And Mercia soon after.
Yes, remove. I cannot stress that enough. Burgred is not to be harmed. My legitimacy as king hangs on this one simple fact.
You rob all the joy from war, Saxon.
Not every victory needs to be marked by the slaughter of a king.
But it is much better.
His request is fair, Ivar, and we will honor it.
This is a good plan, brother. I'm ready for the coming fight.
Agreed. Yet remember this. Whatever you stand to gain here, so do we. An alliance between my clan and Mercia's crown.
See this man installed on his throne and you will have it. I swear.
The bold sons of Ragnar bellow to sound the spear din and the thunder of shields. So let fall the arrow storm, the battle begins.
Ah! You never said this one was a poet.
I need to piss.
We have a forward camp just north of Tamworth. Will you go with us?
Lead the way.
Take in the sights of Repton if you like. We will be at the docks when you are ready to go.
I'm glad you and your brother have come, if only to bring some measure of calm.
Ease yourself, Ceolwulf. We all stand to benefit, and you'll be remembered for this, for years to come.
For all the wrong reasons, I fear.
Lively town. Quite a lot to see here. Go, my eyes.
I'll gather my things and meet you in Tamworth as soon as it's over.
Sail southeast. Bring the men to the gates of Tam. We'll flood the fields. And Eivor, is your axe sharpened?
I'm ready for the spear din.
And the thunder of shields, yes. It's good to have you with us.
To fight beside such legends is an honor. I've only heard tales of your conquests. Now I get to live them.
We'll weave our sagas together. Thread upon thread.
Come on, boy. We'll forge a man from your softness, hammered on the anvil of war.
One does not need to fight to be
Move! Move!
Calm, Ivar. The fight's not here.
Aye. The fight is nowhere to be found in this boy.
A boy who happens to be Ceolwulf's son. Why is he not in his quarters?
Our future king wants a battle-hardened heir. Time he proves his worth, don't you think?
Throwing a boy who stinks of fear to a pack of wolves is not the best way to train him. Are you sure that's what Ceolwulf wants?
He left it open for interpretation.
Ivar!
He comes with us. And should anything happen to this little sprout, I will bear the punishment our future king inflicts.
He'll want to remove your head.
Ha ha! You hear that, boy? You die, and I'll have to kill your father, too.
Mount up, Eivor. It's a long ride to Tamworth.
You'll have to endure, my brother. He always finds new ways to humor himself.
I'll keep that in mind.
And both eyes open.
You smell that, Ceolbert? The stink of jealousy, of our budding friendship, I think.
What is Ceolwulf's son doing in Repton at all?
It's Ceolwulf's way of proving his loyalty. And there's no safer place for a traitor and his son than the middle of a pack of Danes.
Safe from who? You and Ivar seem to have brought this
Fears are
Shire
with
to
us,
hell.
common folk. Burgred still has his soldiers all over Mercia. They're devoted to him, and they'll die defending him.
Your voice, Eivor. You sound different than the brothers.
Good ear, Lord. Most in England cannot tell the difference. Not all Danes are Danes.
From where do you come, if I may ask?
North of the Danelands. A place called Thornburg, in Norway.
I didn't know there was land north of there. What are the people like?
You ever see a herd of sheep follow each other off the edge of a cliff? They're like that. The ones who remained, anyway.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Was it a mass exodus from Norway, then?
It was. Norway is now the province of a young king, Harald by name. A boy wise beyond his years.
He has displaced you and so many others.
I was, for a time. But our weeks at sea have softened my brow fire. If I am honest, I realize I quite admire King Harald. By words and by weapons both. He has pacified the country I call home. For the first time in any man's memory, or any skald's song, Norway has one king. Just one. That is quite a feat.
That is impressive, truly. England is half the size of Norway, and yet we have 4 kings for our 4 kingdoms.
You see? How could I not be impressed? No, Harald is a good man with grand ideas. I can see that now.
I am only 6 years his junior, and have yet to see my first battle. I cannot imagine the skill and cunning he has.
Your first battle is coming, young Gilbert. From this day on, you may see rapid progress.
I'm not sure I want so swift a rise.
In truth, Gilbert, it is my father who bears the heaviest weight of my anger, not King Harald. My father gifted my birthright to Harald without my consent or knowledge, as easily as if he might hand over a barrel of mead. It was not merely a deception, it was a betrayal of trust, the prick of which still stings me.
Be it a blessing or a curse, family is always first.
A good line, boy. Were you not an atheling, I would hire you as my skald.
Skald? It sounds something like Scott, our court poets. Is that what you mean?
Right again.
Fascinating. The harmony between our words and yours is quite something. As if we were distant cousins, separated by an ocean of time as well as space.
I like the thought of that. I do.
Best not to draw it.
Look at these pagan rats. Ravenous, unseemly beasts teeming over holy ground.
Have a care, Lord. These pagan rats outnumber us.
I can see that, fool. What do we do about them?
I advise we strongly consider their demands, Lord. We won't survive a fight.
Is that you, Leofrid? How quickly you recover! I'm beginning to wonder if it is a man or a god beneath all that armor.
A man of God stands before you, Ivar. Proud and resolute.
That's Burgred's war thane. Killed a dozen of our men in an ambush along the River Trent. It was Ivar's axe that stopped him.
That is a poor description of a perfect 30-yard toss.
Enough jawing, heathens! Speak your piece!
We've come for your crown, Lord.
With or without your head attached.
I admire your ambition, pagan. But what you ask is impossible. No Dane ever has or ever will occupy Mercia's sacred throne.
The Ragnarsons are the least of your worries, Burgred. The Raven clan now sits upon your southern border.
And who might you be?
Eivor, here with Sigurd Jarl. We're friends to these men and foes to you.
Well, you've chosen your friends poorly. Now that's to be expected of a low-born Dane.
My king, may I suggest a more measured approach to this?
I grow weary of this palaver. You have trampled our lands, toppled our monuments. We've given you silver, fed your people. And yet in spite of all this, your encroachment on my kingdom continues. No more! We will die defending what is ours, whatsoever the cost. If you want my crown, Uber Ragnarsson, you must pry it from the hands of my bloodless corpse. Man the walls!
Back to the camp. Round up the men. We're taking Tamworth tonight! Eivor, tell the captain we're ready to march.
Hey!
Eivor and I will round up the men. You know your way around a batsman battle.
I've seen them in action.
I want you at the helm of ours. Strong and agile.
I'll be there.
As will I.
What the? Keep it under control!
Reckless idiot! Who are you?
I'm with the Ragnarsons. It's time to roll out the battering ram.
Birgred wanted to fight. Now we'll give him one. Are you ready to march now?
Let's go. It's time to capture a kingdom.
What are we going to do about him?
Jailbird. Something wrong?
I know these men, Eivor. I've supped with them. Not 2 weeks ago, Leofrid showed me how to wield a greatsword. He's a friend.
Friendships end, often at the point of a spear.
It cannot be that cold. Least of all with Leofrid. He is only following orders.
When the march begins, find an empty tent and stay there.
Do not think me a coward. I am not afraid of war. I do not want to kill my friends.
There's no other way. Fight or hide. It's up to you.
Fortify the gate! Slaughter the soldiers! Leave the king to me! Arrow fire! Forward! Push forward!
Too easy!
Let's go! It's cracking! To go, race! Look sharp. Arrow fire! Take cover! Destroy that barricade! Knock the idiot Take cover! Shoot! Shoot!
I'll gut your corpse! Easy. Weakling! This spills some minutes. Fill your brains! Gonna feed the worms! Too easy!
It's over, Burgred! Lay down your weapons and surrender!
Take 3 men and search the rear. Look around. See what you can find. I'll send for Ceolwulf. Tell him we found a throne.
Ah, that was a good scuffle, hmm? But I did notice we were short one Atheling. Where was the son of our king?
Ceolbad was around. Maybe you missed him.
Your lies are just like you, Eivor. Big and bold.
Burgred called for help. Enlisted the aid of powerful men. But who are these warriors he speaks of? Seems Leofrid is at odds with his king, but bound to duty. A loyal man. Chronicle of payments made. Like a ledger. There's a symbol here. Clan emblem, maybe. The brothers should see this. Ivar, I found a letter. There's a symbol here. Your men have any luck?
Nothing. You?
This. Do you know that symbol?
Tana's sigil. It seems she's been dealing with Burgred as well. The wretch.
She was the mercenary barking at you in Repton, yes? She's playing both sides of this war.
She could have told him anything. Sold him secrets about me, about Repton, our plans.
Why bother with all this pageantry? Fashion a new crown and stick it on your melon. There you have it, you're the new king.
That is not how it works. Not in Mercia.
We are wasting time. Tonna is our only lead. We talk to her. Find out what she knows.
I would sooner launch my face into my axe than face her.
That might improve her impression of you.
We have the same father, Eivor. But his mother was a sow.
Meet us at Tonna's camp when you're finished here. And bring your patience.
And your axe!
Eivor, a word, if you would.
Go, I'll catch up.
I will join the brothers, Eivor. Meet us at Tonna's.
My son told me what happened earlier, with Ivar pressuring him to fight. He said you intervened.
You would be mourning your son if I hadn't. He's not a fighter.
No, but he should be. By trial or by training.
He'll come around in time. Keep him from Ivar if you can. He's the furthest thing from a mentor.
That Dane merchant, Tonna. She must know something about where Burgred's hiding.
The Danish longhouse, where Tonna's clan is settled.
No, you don't! Time to die! This is
Sigurd,
not going to...
is there a problem?
We'll go see Tonna. Just the two of us. Ivar and Ubba will wait here. Better if Tonna thinks we've come alone. The truth is, I don't think any of us can stop Ivar from cleaving her head open. It's all he was spewing the whole way over here.
Right. Shall we?
We'll return shortly.
A small fortune for whoever sent Tona to hell.
I'll hold you to that. From what I overheard in Repton, the brothers had an arrangement with Tona. What happened?
She's a mercenary. Uba used her for man and information. But that relationship soured now that Burgred is all but defeated. From what I heard, Tona has hunger for two things. Soft silver and a stern hump. Neither of which earns you true loyalty.
If she can't be trusted, what use is she?
That is for us to find out. We may be able to satisfy her.
And if we can't?
Ivar did tell you to bring her axe.
And here they are, as expected.
If she takes a liking to you, keep talking.
She's more your type.
Sigurd, what brings you strolling into my camp this brisk day?
I suspect you already know.
Yes. The Embers on the air betray you. And yet, if you are here talking to me, King Burgred remains at large. And who are you, lovely dove? Want to perch your ass on my lap?
Call me Eivor, or Wolf-Kissed. Lovely dove will get your throat cut.
Come now. You are too clever to run with those Ragnarsson dogs. Plenty of room on this side, if you want to earn some coin.
We came for your help, not your flattery.
Where is King Burgred? That is what you want. And what makes you think I have the slightest idea?
We found letters, records of trade. The two of you have a history.
What can I say? The king pays well for my services. If only I could say the same for those two Ragnarsson clods.
You're dealing with me now, and I want to know what you know. Name your price.
Very well. I could use another cow. And you can cover the cost.
Here's your silver.
Ripe as a plum, aren't you? So eager.
Out with it.
Burgred paid me to steer the Ragnarssons clear of two areas, Leicester and Templebroch Fort. It was a hefty amount. If I were you, that's where I'd look. And that is all I know. Not more, not less. We are done here.
Leicester and Templebroch Fort. Do you know these places?
I don't, but the brothers will. I'll bring this news to them. Don't stay around here too long. We've got a king to catch.
Too close. Back off.
Why are you still here?
Sigurd's told us the news. Well done.
Leicester and Templebroch Fort. What do you know about them?
Leicester is a large village. And Templebroch, it's an old military fort. Not much else.
Burgred could be at either one. We should check both, as soon as possible.
And what do we do with Tona? I would bet the sweat off my sack she's writing to Burgred now, offering silver for a warning about us.
Let me worry about that.
We should get moving, Dringir. I can take the fortress at Templebroch.
I will join you, Sigurd.
That leaves me Leicester then. All by my fucking lonesome.
Bring a friend, brother. Maybe Eivor dares to be called that.
Go on ahead. I'll catch up with all of you soon.